Hello. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are audible, Shanavas.
Okay, ma'am. So, a very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. I, Shahnawaz Sayed, a student of third year Information Technology Department, welcomes you all on the behalf of GH Raisoni Institute of Business Management Jalgaon, an autonomous institute affiliated to KBC NMU Jalgaon, accredited with grade A by NAC in second cycle, to this awesome alumni talk on the topic interesting life experiences. I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Kishan Kumar Paliwal sir, Deputy Director GHRIBM, Ms. Sonal Patil ma'am, Head of Computer Science Engineering and Information Technology Department, learned professors, and all the distinguished invitees present here. Soni Institute of Business Management Jalgaon is always ahead in organizing various such informative and innovative events so that all the students can learn new trending technologies. In this series, I would now like to request Dr. Kishan Kumar Paliwal sir, Deputy Director GHRA BM, to express his gratitude towards the session. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Shanawat. I think today's session, that is interesting life experience, itself explains, yes, life is full of experience, that too interesting. So, today we are going to have, the speaker is Ms. Sweta Yadav, our alumni, and yes, we are proud to say that she is associate consultant in Microsoft. So she will be sharing her life experience. So I'm yes quite hopeful that all of my students, Shahnawaz and all his friends and all juniors, seniors, everyone are Rysonian. They will have good experience in life and they too will share their life experience with each other. I wish that yes, you should have good life experience. But nevertheless, my dear student, always keep this thing in mind that there is nothing you should worry about. Means a bitter experience in life also gives you some knowledge and you becomes more strong, you becomes more rugged, okay, by gaining those experience. There is a famous quote that I never lose, either I win or either I gain knowledge. Okay, so you have everything to gain in life because these bitter experiences, they just provide you some with some knowledge, some wisdom. Okay, so and with yes, with some good experiences or winning experiences, also they do boost up your moral and you keep moving ahead in life. So this will be a very, fruitful talk, that is interesting life experience. So I wish all the success for this talk, my best wishes, and I want to see each one of you having a big smile on your face. And this is a very means good effort by the students and by the faculty members and the HOD, CSE, Ms. Sonal Patil madam. So means a good opportunity for each one of you to gain something. Thank you all. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. And as you truly said that you never lose. That is a very big quote. And I hope all the students will be gaining a lot more from this session. With this, I take immense pleasure in handing over the mic to Ms. Sonal Patil ma'am, Head of Computer Science Engineering and Information Technology Department, to acknowledge the students with her words. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, so very good morning, everyone. And I welcome Shweta on behalf of GH Raisoni Institute of Business Management. I'm very happy that she has accepted our invitation. In fact, she was very much eager and excited to deliver this talk. And my dear students, I would like to tell you all that she was one of the brightest student of the computer department. She was involved in the major project which they have built, that is 3D printer, which is still available in the institute. And the best part is they have faced grant for that project. Almost they have won many prizes for that project. That was one of the best thing they have done in their academics. Apart from that, apart from academics, she was always good in heading number of events. She was a very active member of student council as well, and I'm very happy that she is doing very good in her career, and she has accepted our invitation that whatever she has done in her career, she is going to share with you all. So that will be a very good base for everyone to learn. So thank you so much, Shweta, for accepting the invitation, and I wholeheartedly welcome you to the session. Thank you so much.
Madam,
Thank
I
you,
would
ma'am.
like to add one thing because there is a competition organized by AICT, that is Manthan. So I would invite wholeheartedly all my students to participate in this national event, that is Manthan, and to prove their hidden talent, yes, and to prove their worth. You will always be assisted by your HOD, by your all the faculty staff. So don't get demoralized. Okay, we need good, team, and yes, with some innovative ideas. So don't get bogged down by those ideas. Okay, we will not perform. So, just remember my quote: you will never lose in life. Either you are a winner or you will gain some knowledge. So, with these words, I wish, yes, maximum student will participate in the Manthan exercise, Manthan competition, which is organized at the national level. Okay, so do participate in this. Okay, and I am quite hopeful that many of you will participate in this event. And there is also very attractive prizes to the tune of 40 lakh rupees. And you will get a recognition at the national level. Not even you, your parents, your teacher, your faculty, and your institute as well. So I wish that yes, maximum of you, as you are a very bright student, all of you students, you are a very bright student. I am really proud of you, and you will not miss out this opportunity. 10th October being the last date. So, okay, under the guidance of your faculty members, please do participate in this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. Uh, so, taking this session further, I would now like to give a brief introduction of our today's alumni. She is Miss Shweta Yadav. She has done her BE in Computer Science and Engineering from North Maharashtra University and is from the 2014-15 batch. She has worked as a programmer analyst trainee as well as a senior system engineer at Cognizant. Then she has worked as a cloud operations engineer as well as cloud support analyst at Accenture and is now currently working as an associate consultant at Microsoft. She is an experienced support analyst with a demonstrated history of working in the information technology and services industry. She is skilled in Windows Server, Microsoft Azure, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Azure DevOps, and Terraform basics. Really appreciating, ma'am. Now, not taking much time, I would like to hand over the mic to Miss Shweta, ma'am, for getting started with the session. Before that, I would like to request all the participants to please stay on mute for reducing the inconveniences during the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shahnawaz. And thank you, Sonal ma'am and Krishnan sir. So, uh, the very common question which I have been asked, like recently when I joined Microsoft, by many of the students and on LinkedIn, the stranger people, they all asked me about like how did I reach here, how I traveled till Microsoft, how did I enter, what is the process I followed, can I give some guidance to them. So the moment I got the message from Sonal ma'am that we are having alumni talk, so that's where I immediately said yes. Because why? Because I got the opportunity, and I never let go of opportunities. So I said yes, and even I was ready to give the session last Saturday also, but she said that to give it today. So I accepted the invite, and here I am in front of you. So, so I would like to start with the topic, like experiences. Like experiences, what I believe is the best teacher of life, and life is full of experiences. So that's why I chose this topic as interesting life experiences, because I had a lot of experiences, and among those experiences I am going to share a few of them, because it will take a lot of hours to finish all. So I would like to start with the childhood, from where I belong and how did I reach here. So basically, I am basically from Uttar Pradesh, Azamgarh. That's a very small district. Okay. And there, when I was a child, I used to think like schools are having seesaw and swings, and that's why I wanted to go to school. I was really not interested in the studies and all, so I skipped LKG, UKG. Then I started my schooling from first standard, and when I was in fifth standard, I had a magazine from my brother where he was studying in Dehradun. So I looked at the magazine and I was like, wow, there are so many of extracurricular activities. Then also I was not thinking about the studies and what I'll gain or not. Then also I was just looking at the extracurricular activities, like those are like sports, dance, singing, running, athletic competitions. So those were there on the magazine. So I got very excited, and I went to my dad and I said, Papa, I want to go to that school. So he was like, नहीं बेटा, तुम बहुत छोटी हो, you won't be able to manage. Then I said, no, I want to go. I was very stubborn. So the after few months, I was standing in front of the sports teacher in the same school with my dad. So there I was asked a small and a very silly question. Which class are you in? I was like, what? I turned to my dad and I said, Papa, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? And that moment I realized that I had a lot to learn, because I didn't know a single word of English that time. I was in sixth standard. I joined boarding school in Dehradun. The school name is Doon International School, and I joined that. And after my like the exact learning began from there. And year by year, I was like failing in few of the subjects. I used to be outside my class, and I used to think like, how will I manage here? Because I didn't know a single word of English. I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know where to go. How do I progress? I didn't know anything. But I was good in maths and Hindi, of course, because I was from Hindi medium school. So year by year, I started learning. I took, in my whole life, I took one tuition, which is of English grammar, because that was very important for me, because that was a international school. And to survive there, I had to learn. So I learned English then year by year, I became good in studies. I don't know how, but I got to, like, there was a biggest hike in my percentage. I went from 56 to 86 percentage, and that was an eighth class. And that moment, I remember that my class teacher asked me to bring my dad to office, like to school, to attend the teachers meeting. I was like, what happened? I thought that something happened, and she wants to complain or something. I didn't know about the percentage that time. So my dad came, and I found it. I increased a lot. So there I became very happy. And after that, another year passed. I came in 10th, and despite of all the facilities in that boarding school, I don't know why I was feeling, I used to feel very low, and I used to think like, I don't want to be here. So I every time said to my parents, like, I want to go back. I don't want to study more here in boarding school. Maybe because of my communication skill that was not very good, or maybe people were not finding me that much good, or maybe they didn't want me to have some friendships and all. So maybe that could be the case, but I don't know. But my parents were the ones, they never told me to come back. They said, if you have gone there by your own wishes, right? So you cannot come back. You have to be there. You have to learn. You have to grow. So I stayed there. I completed my 12th from there with a good percentage. Then came about the college. Despite of having a very good percentage, I didn't get the college in the beginning. Okay, there also I had to struggle. But I ended up in Raisoni College, and I'm really grateful to be there, because again I learned a lot. Another struggle was in college was different state, different language, different people. Everything was different. So one thing I like to mention, like when I was in first year, so I had like 70 people in my uh, A A grade standard, like in first year, A class. So if only I was the one who used to not understand Marathi there. So teachers used to first they used to speak in Marathi, and they used to teach because they didn't know that I'm there. So I used to just uh, I just raise my hand, and every time I used to say, "Sir, please repeat. Ma'am, please repeat." So I had to, there I realized that I have to learn language also, because if I am going to be here for 4 years, then I'll have to learn this also to survive more. And then after that, I learned the languages, as mentioned by you all. Like, I was the very brightest student. I'm not sure how, but I became, and I had the interest in extracurricular activities. So there, I took participations, and I was also a university level player in badminton. Then I also topped the classes like years. So there I had a good experience, because I had to learn the language first thing. Then I had to, work harder and to seek that position where I was there. So after that, when it was the time for the job, right? So even after I had the good percentage, I couldn't get into the on-campus selection. Why? Because there were two reasons. One reason was the project which we were handling, and we took around 2 3 places, and we got the prizes. So, and second thing, the on-campus hiring was happening in different cities, not in Jalgaon that time. So we used to travel to Nagpur, Pune to give the interviews. So there also I couldn't get in. So I had no regrets, because another way, because I was in the big project and we were doing great. So because the main struggle of job begins after I left the college, right? Because off campus is very difficult to get in. So I went to the uh, many like companies. I started giving interviews in Mumbai, actually, because there I I just took my bag and I went to Mumbai saying that I'll get some job, because I had to gain. I had to earn more because of my family. There were so many dependencies on me. So I just asked my parents not to give money, and I just and left for Mumbai. There I started giving interviews, and I ended up having one opportunity. Like, I traveled a lot. I'll just tell you where I traveled. Like, from Mumbai, I traveled to Delhi. Then I came back to Delhi. Sorry, Mumbai. Then again, I went to Baroda, in Gujarat. Then I came again back to Mumbai. Then I got another opportunity to give interview in Pune. So I thought, like, let's give it a try, because I didn't want to lose any opportunities. So I just went there, and after a struggle of 6 months, I got into Cognizant. So there I really struggled a lot, because 6 months is not less. We and there the percentage doesn't count. You have to stay calm, and you have to be strong, and you have to keep moving in that situation. So this was like a story of struggle and opportunities. So you can take away a point, like, struggle is really important, you know to grow. So if you do not struggle, you will grown up weak. uh, if you want to grow stronger, then you have to struggle. And opportunities, another case is, opportunity is something you should never miss. Let it be anything, like, just go and take that opportunity. You don't know what will happen, right? Either you'll get it, either you'll gain it, like Christian sir said. So you don't want to lose that opportunity. At least later on, you won't be regretting, like, you didn't take that opportunity, right? So these two main points I want to give you from this story. Okay. Another story I have of fear, afraid, or being afraid, or a phobia. So I had a phobia of water, actually. And I used to get very scared whenever I used to sit on the boat, and I used to see, like, water everywhere. And, and I used to think, like, abhi palat jayega. Abhi I'll die. I don't know what will happen. So I used to get very scared from water. So that time, when I was in, like, 2017, I and my friends went to Goa. Yes, Goa. No, who doesn't want to go? So there we went, and I got the opportunity to do this scuba diving. So I was like, how can I do that? I don't know if I'll survive that. I'll try and die or something. It's all coming in my mind all at once. So I just thought that, let's try. Let's try this faith, and let's believe this, that it will go well or something. So I just went, and I'm standing in water with all the equipments of scuba diving. Okay. And the instructor is saying, like, go down. You have to go down underwater. And I was like, what? No, I cannot do that. So he said, you have to go down, otherwise it won't be of any use, right? So I was like, how will I do? So I thought, like, no, Shraddha, if you will stop here, then uh, the past experiences won't be of any use. You have to go on. So, so I just took a deep breath and I went down. And in once only, I realized that wow, this life is so beautiful. Like underwater, like you have nothing, no noise, nothing. It's so silent. It was a very good experience for me, and of course many of you have done it or you want to do scuba diving, like, but it is a very good experience. I would suggest you all to do once in life. And then I realized that I was having a phobia of water, and now I'm inside water. So so a key point to take away from this short story is never get fear. And phobia is everyone has, like it's something everyone has of something, like water, heights, of insects, anything can be there, right? But if you show some braveness there, or if you are brave enough to face that, if you push yourself, there is nothing you cannot do. But if you push yourself, then only you'll be over with that phobia. So now also I'm scared of water, but not that much that I'll think like I'll die. So uh, the key takeaway points were not to get fear. Every opportunity gives you something. So take every opportunity and have some experience of life. Experience of life doesn't mean to just related to career. It is related to everything which you have. Okay. So, with that, I'll start with my third story of helping others. So, when I was in uh, Accenture, the second company of mine, where I had 2 to 3 juniors. Like there also, I just had 2.9 years of experience in career. So still, I got the opportunity to be a mentor of 2 to 3 people. So there, I thought that if I am learning something, why cannot I deliver to other people, right? They should also learn something, and they should also gain knowledge or go ahead. So I got 2 to 3 people. Okay, I mentored them. They they always asked me silly questions or not. I never took it as a silly questions actually. I always gave them answers. I was always available at any point to them. So with that, like I'll like to tell you, like one of those member is with me in Microsoft. So she wasn't having any experience in the particular field. Then also when she came there, she gave the interviews, she took advices from me, and I taught her, and she's now with me in Microsoft. Even though she only has 3 years of experience, I am having 5 plus 5, 5.5. So nothing is impossible. If you help others, you will gain more knowledge. What are all the 3 points you will have in helping others? Diversion, one second is perspective, and third is connection. Diversion is why? Because people may think, like you may think that you are the only one who is struggling, and you have a lot of problems, you don't know anything to grow, or you are struggling in learning many new technologies, right? But diversion is something you will get if you help others. You'll get to divert your mind, right? You'll think of others, you'll get to be in others shoe. So that's where the perspective comes in. Like you will know uh, what others are facing. You'll know that you are facing the similar situation which others are facing. So eventually your fearness will go a little bit less, and you'll be able to help others and gain back knowledge. Third is connection. Of course, if you help others, you'll get connection, and you'll get to know others, right? And in process of these things, you'll end up in gaining more knowledge than you think of. So never say no to help others. Even if you don't know anything, learn and teach them, because you don't know whom you'll be inspiring in the future. So always learn and help others. So the fourth point will be Corona. Uh, Recently, we all know that this COVID situation has made really bad experiences for everyone, right? So I'll share my experience with COVID. Uh, Recently, like 4 months back, I was in Noida, and I had to go in my friend's wedding actually, and I went there, and of course, wedding was cancelled because there were so many cases increasing, and I ended up having COVID myself. I and my brother had the COVID, and my brother used to live in Delhi, and I was in Noida. So we decided to stay together. So I went there. I and my sister was also there. She was helping me. So we all had the bad experience in COVID. It was all around 2 weeks, and it made us so weak that we couldn't go anywhere. And the same time we were hearing the very bad news from from my friends whose wedding was there. Her They had a very bad experiences in COVID. So news were coming along, and we were also in COVID. So that time, what happened that one morning, we were sleeping, and we used to open our gates in early morning, so that my sister was living in another room, and I used to go in that room and cook something for all. So what happened in one morning, we woke up, I and my brother, and we saw our phones not there. So I was thinking, where did it go? And my brother woke me up and asked me, "Where is my phone?" I was like, "What happened?" So we panicked, like, where are the things gone? And we realized that it got stolen from the room itself. We went outside, and we started investigating, like, how it happened. So uh, in early morning, like it was around 6 a.m. Between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., it got stolen. So we were so scared that time, but my brother is small, and I had to be stronger there. And even in the situation of COVID, we were very weak, and we had to look into the situation and investigate. And further, we went to a police station, and we filed complaints and all, but nothing happens actually, because this is a part of life. My brother is small. He's 24, and first time it happened with him and with me also, but he started crying. So I had to be stronger. Like, what happened? So like that happened very fast. We couldn't guess like why happened or how did it happen, anything. Like, it was a loss of around 1 lakh actually, because our phones were very costly, and I lost my headphones and all. So it was a very big loss for us, but still I had to be stronger and go move on. So from this COVID story, the takeaway point is one should surrender to the situation, okay, to grow. Because if you will surrender to the situation, you will grow yourself. You'll not be like, how will I, like, let it be. Let the life show you what happens. You should never be afraid and surrender to the situation to move on, because you cannot change the past. So it's better to stay calm, strong, and move on ahead. So in life you can face many situations like this. So you don't know how you will go or how will you face, right? But you have to face the reality. This was a very short experience which I shared, but you must have gone through many experiences similar to this, or many problems are there. But what you can do, you cannot just keep complaining about the problems you have, right? You have to be calm and you have to focus and you have to move on. If you're not strong enough, then you will be dull and you'll not be able to move on ahead. You will only cry and sit back. So just keep calm and let the life show you how the experience would be, and don't be scared. Just move on, because everything in life shows you something and every experience gives you something to learn. Okay. And then my last point is for Microsoft selection. How did I come here? So after my Accenture, there I want, like, being in Accenture, I tried the Microsoft interview already, and I was rejected in first round of interview. So I was very sad, and I thought like I didn't know anything. That time I was thinking like I know something so that I can give interview in Microsoft, but that first round rejection showed me like I don't know anything. I have to learn more in technologies, and because in CSE, in IT, you cannot survive with one technology. You have to learn the technology which is more in common, or which is more in market, to grow or to get more hikes or to be in a good company. So there I was rejected in the first round, and I remember that I traveled from Gurgaon to Delhi in metro to give that interview, and while coming back I had a lot of negative thoughts in my mind. I was like, what will happen later on, because I am not that good enough to be in Microsoft, or what is this happening? So I just went back, and my roommate said that let it go, maybe something bigger is waiting for you, and just learn and try again. So after 1 year, exact 1 year, so this year I tried in February, I got the opportunity again to give interview in Microsoft. So I gave the interview, and first round was okay. Then second round again, they asked me to do some hands-on. It was around 2.5 hours. There also I struggled a bit to clear that, but I cleared it. And then I got the offer from Microsoft. I couldn't realize that this has happened really, because 1 year took me to to learn more into technologies, and to realize that, to accept the facts, like this is it, you have to learn, otherwise you won't be able to make it. So I got into Microsoft, and the moment I got into, I posted the LinkedIn post, and then started having the questions like, how did I reach here? How share some guidance, or something like that. So guidance or the takeaway points is to the secret of success is nothing but the desire which you have to gain. If you have the desire to get something, you do anything, right, to get that. So if you want to have a job in companies like Google, Microsoft, or Amazon, or in any big company, a big four company like KPMG and PwC, so you have to set up a point wise, like how you want to grow there, how you want to take each points, each one by one, and how you want to gain that. If you have the desire to gain something, you do anything. So just set up a desire. What do you want to become, or how you want to reach a success point? So just set up that and just start working. The key is to just start and don't stop. Never quit. Just start and be consistent. Sometimes you'll feel low, and sometimes you'll feel like this is not happening, or whether am I doing something right or not, whether it is gaining something from it. But do not let yourself sit back. Okay, just try harder and be consistent. If you'll try and be consistent and don't let yourself back down, then you'll definitely reach your success point. I can say it clearly. Just believe in yourself and you are there. So don't be scared. Just take risks, challenges, smile, and accept what life is giving you. Help others, and in all these process, don't be afraid, or don't forget to stay happy, because if you'll smile and work, you'll get more things than you being sad and work. So just don't forget to stay happy, and don't be a cause of others failure, just be a cause of some others happiness. So this was it, my story, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share something. I have a lot to share, but yeah, I shared few things in my life happened. So I'm available anytime on Gmail, LinkedIn. So if you have anything to ask me, you can reach out to me. And Sonal ma'am has my number. You can reach out to me directly. So this is it, and all the very best for your college and for the future studies and future jobs. And definitely, if you'll follow some key points of this story, you'll get something. And thank you all for listening to me, because listen is something a very rare quality in few, like in people. So if you are listening to this till now, then you have a very good patience. And thank you all.
Yeah, it was a very wonderful session, ma'am. We learned a lot. We You guided us in such a nice way. Really appreciating, ma'am. So last,
Shahnawaz, I just
yeah,
wanted to say something.
yeah,
Shweta, it
sure.
was really rocking. As I had already told you few days before, this yes, I know you are going to rock. The best part, which I like about your talk, is you talked about the failure, about the fear.
Yeah,
Generally, every one of us used to talk about the very good points we are having, like. Uh, Many times it is like I am successful every time, but that's
right.
not the thing, and that's the best part I have liked about your session, that you talked about all the problems that you have faced and all the difficulties, all the fear, which is the very good part. And that was very superb, that was really touching to me. I really
Thank you.
personally liked it a lot. And talking about your journey is absolutely very nice. I would be happy to share that my husband is in Microsoft, and when I have told
Wow.
him that you are in Microsoft, he has gone through your profile and he has appreciated you. So that appreciation
Thank
also
you.
I wanted to convey to you. And thank you so much for this wonderful session. I also personally liked it a lot. Thanks a lot, Shweta.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for
Over
like
to you,
having me here.
Shanavas.
Yes, ma'am. So, last but not the least, I would like to thank our alumni, Miss Shweta Yadav, ma'am, who, despite of her busy schedule, has found time to grace this session with her valuable knowledge. And I also express my heartfelt thanks to Miss Sonal Patel, ma'am, for taking one more such initiative, resulting in the organization of this session. I owe a special gratitude to Dr. Krishan Kumar Paliwal sir, Deputy Director GHRI BM, for making this session a great success through his esteemed presence. I request all the participants to give your valuable feedback through the form shared with you in the chat box. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.